Hello guys and welcome back. Uh, it's been a while since I last did one. Well, for you it's only been a week, but for me it's been a couple, 2 or 3. Not much has really happened. Thinking of selling the 7930. I'm replacing it with someone else, and also maybe potentially replacing the Massey. 7930, she kind of sits in a shed and she's quite big, so that's the idea behind that. Then here we have a low loader, and on that low loader we have a John Deere 3400 telehandler. Now they've driven off because they had to go and get another trailer, but the ramps are somewhere under here. Obviously I don't have a cab, so I can't. Basically it's like a lever or button in the cab that puts out the ramps, and you can't just pull them out, so I'm going to have to use the beam to get the pallet forks off. Anyway, so I'm not sure if I said this, but this was my telehandler. The JCB isn't actually mine. It was sort of leased, I guess, or given to me in the meantime, while this was getting resprayed. As you can see, it looks brand new now. She didn't look brand new. Also got some John Deere pallet forks, and bucket's been resprayed as well. I think all they did was put new stickers on this because it wasn't that bad. So yeah, the JCB will be going, and obviously this is ours now. She's got a trail hitch on her. She didn't have that before. Just take the straps off. Yeah, so she didn't have that before, but now she does, obviously. So yeah, so hop up on the trailer, and then I'll hop up into it. Feels weird being in here again. But it's good to have her back. Now this is going to hurt quite a bit. Not the ideal way to get off a trailer, just in case it hits the trailer. But it works. So let's just drop the bucket over here for now, and then we will get the pallet forks off, and then I can give them a text and say you can pick up the trailer. I do need to put the JCB on first. Also, she didn't come with pallet forks, so that's what the Massey's been doing. It saves me having to go back up there. I'll just use the boom. I'm going to have to angle the telehandler somewhat perfectly. Oh, looks like they've also replaced the carpet. They've basically made it look brand new. They've either cleaned it or replaced it. I can't really tell. It's been a while. It's been about a year, nearly probably, as obviously it takes a while to spray this. They literally had to strip it down, and obviously they have other people to be spraying and respraying people's telehandlers, tractors or whatever. But yeah, kind of got used to this now, but glad I've got that back. First ever telehandler I had, so I kind of have a soft spot for that. Now, I don't think I can get up there. We're just using the tires. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, I actually did. That was quite surprising. I was not expecting that. I thought I'd have to use the bucket to get me up. So I'll strap this on, make sure she's not going anywhere when they come to pick her up. And yeah. So she's gone now. I mean, you're not really too upset about it, obviously, because I got my other one back now. So yeah, I'll just put the, give him a ring to let him know that he can come collect the trailer. I'll be back in a minute. So I've just run a nursery's on his way. So yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I actually last did one, but obviously not for you guys. So lots has happened. I got 720S here on the key in the loader. I can't remember what she was doing. And we have another John Deere implement on the farm. So I've been wanting a skid steer for a while. And I kind of like the look of these older ones, as it's not too big. So got it on the Kodiak there, got the trailer. And yeah, so this was, I think, the other day when I bought it. Well, I collected it anyway. And I've kind of just left it on the trailer. But yeah, it's not a bad size skid steer. And you'll see why I have bought it in a minute. Now I've just got to, actually I'll just go around and sort of squeeze through here. There you go. So I'll get this off the trailer and I'll be back in a minute. Now I know she's not the most rapid thing. 13 seems to be the fastest that she'll go, apparently. I'll just park her here. But she does the job. She's also got pallet forks there. They're not, I had to buy the pallet forks separately because it came with a bucket but not pallet forks. So we'll get on the quad here, and like I said, it's been a while, so a lot's happened. Now the reason for the skid steer, I mean there's multiple reasons. I mean I can use it for the sheep and whatever, but there is a specific another reason, I suppose, that the skid steer will be used for more than the sheep, and that's up here. So you may have remembered me speaking about buying this field, which I have, and as you can see up here there is the cow shed that I've sort of spoken about before. Now it's not the best because it's hilly, I guess, and as you can see there's no cows in it, but the cows are still at the contractors, but I do plan on sometime soon moving them here. So you've got your slurry and whatever, and then you've got a little bit for parking, like the skid steer or slurry tanker or animal trailer here. So I do plan on moving them into this field. Obviously I need to get it fenced off before I do that. Yeah, this is where they'll be living. So now they're on the farm. Hence the sort of reason for the skid steer. Because, let me turn this off. I kind of needed a skid steer a while ago, but obviously with them being at the contractors, I didn't have to worry about looking after them. But as you can see, yes, a tractor would get in here, but then when it gets to these little tight bits here, it's probably not going to work the best. But a skid steer would be a perfect little size thing for going about mucking out the sheds and whatever. And also, I don't have to fill them up with water because these are automatic, which is good. So, yeah. And it's a decent sized shed for the amount of cows I have, because obviously I don't want them to be too cramped and I don't want them to be too big, because obviously there's not many of them, but there will be more of them, hopefully. Let me just shut this door. But yeah, so we've had a bit of an expansion, I guess you could say, and then obviously you got the sheep there, so they're not too far away from the other animals. But let me get on the quad and just show you. So if I were to expand or make a field, I'd keep the trees out of it, so from where I am now, that way it would be fenced off for the cows. Obviously I'd have to give them like a trough and whatever. I'm not too sure sort of how it would work, because obviously it's kind of a pain to put fences and whatever. As you can see, I had to sort of level it out and put concrete down, because, well, I mean, I wasn't going to have it muddy. It's not level either, which is what my sort of worry is with the fence. So I'd have to try it out before I end up doing it. And as you can see here, even the quad's struggling to get up. But as you can see there, where it dips is where the fence would stop. But yeah, so that's sort of the future plans for this, and then hopefully soon the cows will be here. So like I said, it's been a while since I last did one, hence why, well, since then a shed's been built, which I'm not sure if I told you about. I spoke to you about it in the last vlog I did, I'm pretty sure, but I never at the time I didn't think I'd be able to do it, because I had the money, but I was just debating on whether to do it because of obviously having to level it out and all the work. But I mean, we've had so much good weather that it was done within just over a week, really, because the concrete was already going to be, it's already done, the concrete was already done. We had, obviously the shed would have to be built. I had the contractors obviously deliver some of it and build some of it the best they could, and as they helped out as well. As I mean, we both help out each other really. So yeah, that's it for this one. Bye for now.